The issues of child sexual exploitation are extremely serious, and when you listen to some of the victims' accounts of their harrowing experiences, and frankly the failure of the state and the police and the criminal justice system to keep them safe, it is chilling and blood-curdling, and that is why this government is determined to act on the recommendations of the independent inquiry of Alexis J to make sure we implement that in full. We are already working with every police force across England and Wales to make sure that they've got the support they need to tackle grooming gangs with the specialist work. There's much more to do, and what we would say, whether it's to Elon Musk, but frankly other leaders of big social media companies and social media platforms, they've got a big role to play too in keeping young people safe online, in preventing exploitation online, and supporting law enforcement online as well as in the physical world. So if Elon Musk wants to, or anyone else for that matter, wants to roll their sleeves up and work with us on this serious issue, we're all ears and we're willing to do that. I think some of the things he said criticising this government have certainly been misinformed, if not ill-judged, but we're willing to work with anyone, including Elon Musk, if they want to use their power, their influence and their platforms to help us tackle what are really serious issues around child sexual exploitation.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I think lots of us in politics learned to take what people say on Twitter with a pinch of salt a long time ago, not to worry too much about online criticism. But I think in terms of the serious issues that we face as a country, particularly in terms of online harms, keeping people safe online and particularly young people safe, whether that's protecting their mental health on issues like positive body image and eating disorder support, or whether it's the even more serious issues of sexual abuse and exploitation, we want to work with social media platforms. So while I might think that Elon Musk has made some pretty ill-informed criticisms of this government in recent days and weeks, it won't stop us from working constructively with him or indeed anyone on social media platforms who wants to work with this government to make sure that we keep young people safe and free from abuse, exploitation and harm online. So if Elon Musk wants to roll his sleeves up and work with us, we're all ears. The most important thing that we could do for victims of child abuse and sexual exploitation, not just historically, but the abuse that will sadly be going on today, is to work quickly at implementing the recommendations of Alexis J's report. That's what the Home Secretary is committed to do. She is already working with every police force in England and Wales to support their task force on grooming gangs to tackle that particular problem. We've got real commitments to tackle violence against women and girls too, so that will be meaningful action. There may well be, and we think there is a good case for further inquiries into specific places, Oldham being a good and latest example, and we would absolutely encourage and work with Oldham in establishing their own inquiries. Let's not forget, it was the Rotherham inquiry led by Louise Casey that had the guts to call out, frankly, some of the political correctness that was preventing police and the criminal justice system from going after perpetrators of abuse for fears of being accused of being racist or fears of upsetting community cohesion. We, as Louise Casey pointed out in her report, we cannot let that kind of political correctness get in the way of good policing and keeping people safe. That's the commitment this government has. There are already national inquiries that have done their work and reported. The best thing we could do is get on with the job and support local communities like Oldham to do their own inquiries, and that's what this government is encouraging and willing to do. And I know that in our first 6 months, we've taken some decisions that have been unpopular. The reason we've taken unpopular decisions is to make the right decisions to get the country out of the hole, the deep hole we were left in, and to build that brighter future for our country, which is why we're gripping the issues in the National Health Service with a big programme of investment and reform, which is why we're investing in our state schools to recruit more teachers and deliver primary school breakfast clubs, while we're putting more police on the streets to deal with and to rebuild crisis in policing and the neighbourhood police service that people deserve. All of that work is underway. We've done a lot, we've got a hell of a lot more to do, and the best is yet to come.